Hello, BoTube! I am back. I just finished Supergirl season 2 episode 13 because Supergirl season 2 episode 13 titled Mr. and Mrs. Mixie, Supergirl season 2 episode 14 titled if I remember correctly, Homecoming, yes. And of course, The Flash season 3 episode 14 Attack on Central City. And the recent one, Arrow Season 5, Episode 15, titled Fighting Fire with Fire. I missed all of those. So this is my reaction rant. I am definitely going to, later on when there's actually sun out, because literally it's like 1:18 in the morning right now. When there's sun out, I will, whatever I did not do now, I probably will do later when there's sun out, but I want to at least get at least 2 of them, half of these videos done, so I could just upload them and then get ready to finish whatever is left. But anyway, this is my reaction rant to The Flash Season 3, Episode 14, titled Attack on Central City. I believe this premiered like literally the last day of February, which is February 28th, except for like every 4 years when the 29th just randomly pops up. Speaking of which, anyone who has a birthday on February 29th, happy belated birthday. I know the 29th did not show up this year, but I know there's some people out there in the world that were born actually on February 29th, which is an amazing feature already. So anyone born on February 29th, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Anyway, what do I remember? I remember Harry Wells and H.R. Wells, they clashing over their different personalities, which I'm not surprised because, you know, you get Harry Wells, the genius, the stoic genius, and you get HR, the eccentric non-genius. He can be smart, but not Harry Wells smart, you know what I mean? Anyway, we also get this awkward moment where Jessie, with Wally, pretty much confronts her father saying she intends to stay on Earth 1 to be with Wally. I ship this. Kid Quick. What would be the ship name for Jesse Wells and Wally West? I would think that it'd be like a smush between their superhero names like Kid Flash and Jesse Quick, but I can't think of anything. But anyway, I love this pairing. It's cute. It's like adorable first love adorkableness. But anyway, Gypsy shows up out of nowhere and ambushes Barry to the point where Harry manages to subdue Gypsy. And because they realize Gypsy's there, the team realizes that because Gypsy's around, Gorilla Grodd and his forces must have reached Central City, because in order for Grodd to cross over to Earth 1, he needed Cisco. But Barry, Harry, Caitlin, Julian, and Cisco all managed to escape, right? And so Gorilla Grodd had no vibe, right? No one to create a breach. And we saw at the end of the last episode that he actually managed to get Gypsy. So, now that the team has seen Gypsy, they realize Gorilla Grodd must have gotten Gypsy to open a breach, and him and his forces must have reached Central City. And so, using his vibe powers, Cisco determines that the gorillas will attack in the center of town. Fortunately for them, the thing that Cisco vibed turns out to be a distraction because the gorillas did not attack the center of town. Instead, Gorilla Grodd abducts a visiting army general. And Barry begins to question if it's a good idea whether they should imprison Grodd, send him off somewhere again, or actually kill Grodd. Because he thinks that maybe killing Grodd is the only way they can change Iris's future, right? Because they sent him off to Earth 2. That didn't help, because his ass came back, right? And obviously Barry doesn't even think about imprisoning him, because that doesn't seem to be an option in Barry's eyes. So he's like, maybe killing Grodd's the only way they can change the future, in his eyes anyways, right? Which I think is not a good thing, because Barry Allen as the Flash, I've never really seen him kill anybody, you know? Not even in the comics. Like, Barry's always been this soft-hearted person. He's not one that kills. You know what I mean? Not many of the Justice League members kill in the original storyline before in the New 52. At least not that I remember, you know what I mean? But anyway, Gorilla Grodd, he abducted a visiting army general, right? So, Grodd uses his mind, ow, I just poked my eye. I straight up just poked my eye, guys. This is bad. Ow. Luckily, it was just the side of my eye. Anyway, he uses his mind control thing and takes control of the general. And through the general, Grodd manages to order a nuclear strike on Central City. So it's like, oh my god. What was the point of Grodd coming over with his army of monkeys if he's just going to take control of an army general and have a nuclear strike on the city? There was no point to the monkey army if you're just going to get a nuke and the city, you know what I mean? Unless you're planning to nuke your little monkey army along Central City, there was no point to him bringing the gorilla army if he's just gonna nuke Central City. Unless he's trying to kill the army at the same time and just have them in Central City there. Anyway, Barry manages to prevent the strike, and that's when the gorilla army launches its invasion. And apparently, I don't remember how, but Gypsy was sent back to Earth 19. What I thought was really cool was who she saw. God, I forgot his name. Hang on for a sec. Let me see if I could. The Flash, Earth 19. I know that we see Gypsy talking to a speedster. I just can't remember his name at the moment. Hang on. He is actually in the comics. There you go. Accelerated Man. Hang on. Let me look up Accelerated Man real quick, okay, guys? Okay? Accelerated Man. Give me... Come on. Give me something. Give me something good. Hey, how many minutes am I? 7 minutes. I got time. That's like only half my time right now. Alright, Accelerated Man. Give me what I need, guys. Okay, Accelerated Man. His real name is unknown in the comics, apparently, but he's known as Accelerated Man. He's a good guy. From Earth 19, and that's nothing else. Wow. This guy's literally a mystery. But apparently, basically, he's like, we see Gypsy talking to Accelerated Man on Earth 19, and judging by the looks of him, I want to say he's like Earth 19's version of the Flash or something, because he's obviously a speedster. And in the comics, it says he has Speed Force, Conduit, Accelerated Healing, Increased Perceptions, Phasing, Speed Force Aura, so he's a speedster, Superhuman Durability, Superhuman Stamina, Superhuman Speed, Superhuman Agility, Superhuman Reflexes, and Vortex Creations. Nice. I want to see more of this guy. Can he show up? That would be amazebeans. Anyway, we see Gypsy, like I said, talking to Accelerated Man right until, Cisco shows up on Earth 19, and he manages to convince Gypsy for help. And the Flash, Kid Flash, and Jesse Quick distract the soldiers, while Cisco and Gypsy manage to get Solovar from Earth 2. Remember Solovar? He was the original leader of that entire guerrilla army in Gorilla City up until, remember, Barry, Cisco, Caitlin, and Julian went to Earth 2 to rescue Harry on Jesse's behalf, and they ended up in Gorilla City on Earth 2, and the leader of the gorillas in Gorilla City was Solovar, and Barry manages to beat him one-on-one, and after he beat Solovar, Grodd took over, if you guys did not watch episode 13. But anyway, Cisco and Gypsy managed to bring Solovar to Earth 1, and there's a battle between Solovar and Gorilla Grodd, and Solovar manages to beat Gorilla Grodd, which I thought was obviously going to happen, because remember in the previous episode, Grodd pretty much took Harry because he knew that Barry would go over there to save Harry because, you know, they're friends. And the only reason why he wanted Barry is because he knew Barry could beat Solovar, because according to Grodd in the last episode, he wanted Barry to defeat Solovar because he can't beat Solovar himself. So the moment I saw Cisco and Gypsy bring Solovar to defeat Grodd, I knew immediately Solovar was going to beat Grodd, because Grodd himself did mention in the previous episode that he himself was not able to defeat Solovar by himself. That's why he lured Barry to Earth too, to defeat Solovar for him. So the moment I saw Solovar there to battle Grodd, I knew that Solovar was going to beat the crap out of Grodd, and which he did, and pretty much assumes his leadership once again. And they managed to get Solovar and the rest of Gorillas to return back to Earth to Gorilla City. And apparently Grodd has been sent, shoot, what was it called? Argus. Instead of sending Grodd back to Gorilla City and Earth 2, they told Argus to take Gorilla Grodd into custody. I thought this was funny. As Gypsy was leaving, we got a more flirting between Cisco and Gypsy, which I thought was freaking hilarious, by the way. And she's like, even if I was interested in you, she pretty much squishes his face and kisses him. And it's like, you can't handle me. When I saw that, I was like, Cisco. First, you get Lisa Snart, the Golden Glider herself, aka Captain Cold's sister, to kiss you. And now you're getting Gypsy, basically the Earth 19 version of you, to kiss you? You don't know this, but... And then not only that, didn't he dated Hawk Girl for a little bit. Getting all the girls right now, Cisco. He's a player, hey. Lisa Snart, you got Hawk Girl. And now Gypsy? What's wrong with you, man? Cisco, getting all the ladies. Lady killer, man. Anyway, that's not the only thing that was amazing. When Iris gets home, she sees the entire place decorated in flowers and candles. Gives Barry a bouquet of flowers. And gives me the greatest thing I've ever seen. He proposed to Iris, guys. He went down on one knee, opened up the cute little container, and there's the beautiful ring. And he even gives off the story that I think it was like his great-grandmother. Apparently the story was the great-grandfather wanted to propose to the great-grandmother, but I think he went to war or something like that, so he wore the engagement ring on his dog tags and stuff like that. And at the end of the story, I think the great-grandmother waited for the great-grandfather and all that stuff, and he, at a dock or something, and immediately proposed to her the moment he got reunited with her. I was like, that's the greatest story I've ever heard in my life. The most beautiful story. But the thing was, when Barry proposed to Iris, it cuts off. You do not hear her answer. You don't hear if she says yes or no to the proposal. So it's like, what the fuck? You give us Barry with the most romantic thing in the world. He decorates the entire place with beautiful white roses and beautiful illuminating candles. The greatest proposal ever, especially when he gives a great-grandparent's engagement ring with a beautiful backstory. And we don't even hear Iris's answer. What the hell, guys? What the hell? And what makes matters worse, we see Wally afterwards picking up dinner only to be confronted by Savitar. Savitar is back and Wally is literally in front of him. It's like, please don't tell me that Savitar's going to kill Wally instead of Iris. Because right now Wally is literally confronted by Savitar. I can't. I'm going to rant so bad. So I'm going to end it right here before I'm running out of time anyway. So this is my reaction rant to The Flash Season 3, Episode 14, titled Attack on Central City. No. No. Bye. I'm done ranting.